You paid $400 for a week-long cruise to paradise. How on earth does the cruise line make a profit? The answer is a hidden world of revenue streams you never even knew existed. Welcome aboard to an eye-opening journey into the secret economy of a cruise ship. We're pulling back the curtain today to reveal how these floating cities manage to offer unbelievably low fares, yet rake in billions. From the casino chips to those fancy cocktails, every dollar you spend is part of a masterfully designed system to maximize profit long after you've booked your ticket. Get ready, because what you're about to discover might just change how you view your next vacation. It all starts with a brilliant yet sneaky business move called the loss leader strategy. Think about it. You see an advertisement for a fantastic 7-day Caribbean cruise for just a few $100s. Maybe $400, $500, even $600. That sounds like an incredible deal for 7 nights, all your meals, and transportation to exotic destinations. And that's exactly what the cruise lines want you to think. These advertised prices are often set so low that, on paper, they barely cover the basic operational costs for that cabin. And sometimes, they don't even do that. They're designed to be irresistible bait. They're not selling you a vacation, they're selling you a ticket onto their ship. The initial fare, what you pay to actually get a bed and a few meals, is just the hook. It's like a supermarket selling milk below cost to get you through the door, knowing you'll buy a cart full of other things once you're inside. The cruise line's goal isn't to make big money on your cabin, it's to get you physically on board. Why? Because once you're out at sea, you're in their highly controlled ecosystem, where every convenience, every indulgence, and every bit of entertainment comes with a price tag that generates their real profit. They're banking on your desire for fun, relaxation, and perhaps a little bit of impulse spending to turn that initial bargain into a goldmine for them. Once you're sailing, the ship transforms into a carefully calibrated machine designed to separate you from your money, often in ways that feel completely natural and even enjoyable. This is where the bulk of the profit truly lies. Step into the ship's casino, and you're walking into one of the biggest moneymakers on board. It's a dazzling world of flashing lights and jingling coins, strategically placed to lure you in. From slot machines that gobble up dollar bills with mesmerizing animations to blackjack and poker tables where fortunes can change in an instant, the casino is designed for one thing: profit. And here's the kicker. It operates in international waters, meaning it's often exempt from the strict gambling regulations and taxes you'd find on land. This allows cruise lines to keep a larger share of the money. The house always has an edge. That's just how gambling works. But on a cruise ship, that edge can feel a little sharper. Think about it. You're on vacation, feeling relaxed, perhaps a little more willing to take risks. You're also a captive audience. There's no other casino to go to. This creates a perfect storm for passengers to spend and for the cruise line to collect. Estimates suggest that casinos can contribute a significant chunk, sometimes as much as 10 to 15%, of a cruise line's overall revenue, making it a crucial component of their secret economy. It's not just about winning big, it's about the consistent flow of smaller losses from thousands of passengers over the course of a week. Ever wonder why those unlimited drink packages seem so enticing? They are, and they're another massive revenue generator. Whether it's the deluxe beverage package for endless cocktails, wines, and beers, or the refreshment package for specialty coffees, sodas, and juices, these bundles promise freedom from constantly pulling out your wallet. For a fixed daily fee, often ranging from $60 to $100 per person, you can drink to your heart's content. Now you might think, I'll drink enough to make that worth it. And some people certainly do. But the cruise lines are playing a numbers game. They know that on average, a good portion of passengers won't consume enough to break even on the package. Or they might overdo it on the first few days and then slow down. Or the drinks included might not be your absolute top-shelf choices, prompting you to pay extra for an upgrade anyway. For the cruise line, it's guaranteed revenue up front. They've locked in your spending on beverages before you even step foot on the ship, and they benefit immensely from the sheer volume of packages sold. Even if you drink more than the package cost one day, someone else on the ship probably drank less. It's a carefully calculated gamble where the house, once again, holds the advantage, turning your thirst for vacation liberation into pure profit. This might sound strange to some, but art auctions are a surprisingly lucrative revenue stream on many cruise ships. You might walk past a gallery on board, see some intriguing pieces, and then discover an invitation to a free art seminar, complete with complimentary champagne. Sounds fun, right? These events are often meticulously designed high-pressure sales environments. The art expert leading the auction often presents works by well-known artists, or artists represented as up-and-coming, at what they claim are deeply discounted prices compared to land-based galleries. The complimentary drinks loosen inhibitions, the vibrant atmosphere creates excitement, and the limited-time nature of the sale pushes people to make quick decisions. Passengers feeling relaxed and perhaps a little giddy from their vacation high might find themselves bidding on a piece of art they'd never consider buying at home. The markups on these artworks can be astronomical, sometimes thousands of percentage points over the wholesale cost. While perhaps not as universal a revenue stream as the casino or drink packages, for those who do engage, art auctions represent a significant profit margin for the cruise lines, selling high-value items to a captive and receptive audience. It's a classic example of creating an experience around a sale to boost its appeal and price. This is one of the more hidden but incredibly impactful revenue streams. When your cruise ship docks at a beautiful port of call, you're excited to explore. You might book a shore excursion, visit local shops, or try a recommended restaurant. What you might not realize is that the cruise line often has an agreement with many of these local businesses and tour operators. They receive a commission or kickback for every passenger they steer their way. When you book a shore excursion through the cruise ship, whether it's a snorkeling trip, a city tour, or an adventure activity, a portion of that money goes directly back to the cruise line. It's not just tours, it extends to shopping too. Often, cruise ships will recommend specific jewelry stores, souvenir shops, or duty-free outlets in port. Sometimes they even distribute shopping maps or offer exclusive discounts at these locations. These recommendations aren't just for your convenience, they're financially motivated. The cruise line has negotiated deals where they get a percentage of your purchases from these affiliated vendors. Imagine thousands of passengers disembarking in a port, each spending hundreds of dollars on excursions and souvenirs. Even a 10–20% commission on that spending adds up to millions over a single season. It's a powerful symbiotic relationship where local businesses get guaranteed foot traffic and the cruise line gets a slice of every sale, extending their earning potential far beyond the ship's deck. While the revenue streams are exciting, it's important to remember that running a cruise ship is an incredibly expensive endeavor. These floating cities are massive, complex operations with huge daily costs that must be covered before any profit can be made. Let's talk about one of the biggest expenses: fuel. Picture a monstrous vessel, sometimes over 100 feet long, carrying thousands of passengers and crew, needing to travel across vast oceans for days on end. That takes an unimaginable amount of fuel. A modern cruise ship, depending on its size and speed, can burn anywhere from 150 to 250 tons of heavy fuel oil per day. For a typical 7-day Caribbean sailing, we're talking about 150 to 1,150 tons of fuel. To put that into perspective, 1 ton of fuel is about 264 gallons. So a ship could consume roughly 277,000 to 462,000 gallons of fuel for a single week-long trip. Now, imagine the price of that fuel. Depending on global oil prices, which fluctuate wildly, fuel can be one of the single largest operating expenses, often accounting for 10 to 20% of a cruise line's total costs. This massive expenditure means cruise lines constantly have to manage their fuel consumption. They use sophisticated navigation systems to find the most fuel-efficient routes, adjust speeds, and even implement slow steaming practices to conserve energy. Some newer ships are even designed with more efficient engines or can run on liquefied natural gas, LNG, a cleaner and sometimes cheaper alternative. But no matter how efficient, powering these colossal ships across the globe remains a monumental and continuous financial challenge, eating into their potential profits before passengers even step on board. Now, let's talk about feeding an army. A large cruise ship might host 4,000 to 6,000 passengers and an additional 1,500 to 2,000 crew members. That's a grand total of 5,500 to 8,000 people, all needing to be fed 3 meals a day, plus snacks, buffets, and specialty dining. Imagine trying to feed 6,000 people daily, not for just one day, but for an entire week, out in the middle of the ocean. This is a logistical marvel. Cruise ships need to source vast quantities of fresh produce, meats, dairy, and dry goods before a voyage. We're talking tons of food, tens of thousands of eggs, thousands of pounds of beef, chicken, and fish, literally tons of fruits and vegetables. All of this must be ordered months in advance, delivered with military precision, and then meticulously stored in massive onboard refrigerators and freezers to ensure freshness for the entire journey. Then, a small army of chefs and kitchen staff works around the clock, preparing thousands of meals across multiple dining venues. The challenges don't stop at sourcing and storage. They also have to manage waste efficiently, both to reduce costs and for environmental reasons. Ensuring strict food safety standards is paramount to prevent outbreaks of illness. The entire supply chain, from farm to plate at sea, is a complex dance of coordination, planning, and precise execution. A single hiccup could lead to unhappy passengers or, worse, health issues. This incredible scale of food service is a huge operational cost, but it's also a key part of the all-inclusive experience that draws people in. So it's an expense they absolutely must get right. To truly grasp the intricate dance of money on a cruise ship, it helps to visualize it. Imagine looking at a detailed infographic right now. You'd see a pie chart breaking down where every dollar of a cruise line's revenue comes from. You'd clearly see that only a fraction comes from the base cabin fare, with large slices dedicated to onboard spending like the casino, drink packages, and even shopping. Then, picture another chart illustrating the enormous operational scale. You'd see staggering numbers for food consumption, perhaps a graphic showing how many thousands of pounds of shrimp or loaves of bread are consumed in a week. Another infographic would highlight fuel consumption, maybe comparing a ship's weekly fuel burn to the amount of fuel in hundreds of cars. These visuals would dramatically underscore just how much money flows in and out of a cruise ship, highlighting the specific areas where the cruise line makes its real profit and where its biggest expenses lie. They help simplify complex economic models into easily digestible information, making it clear that every department, from dining to entertainment to engineering, plays a crucial role in this floating economy. The cruise ship economy is a masterfully crafted ecosystem, a miniature, highly optimized business model designed explicitly to maximize profit. What starts as an attractively priced initial cabin fare quickly becomes a gateway to a world of carefully positioned opportunities for you to spend more. While you might feel like you're getting an incredible deal on that initial booking, the true cost of your vacation and the real profit for the cruise line is generated through those enticing onboard experiences, strategic upsells, and often hidden commission agreements. Understanding this secret economy isn't meant to spoil your vacation. Instead, it empowers you. Knowing where your money actually goes means you can make more informed decisions about your spending. You can choose to indulge in the casino or enjoy that fancy drink package, or you can opt for a more budget-friendly approach, bringing your total cost closer to that initial low fare. It's about navigating these waters with a clearer understanding of the business behind the beauty, letting you enjoy your cruise exactly how you want, without any hidden surprises. Want to discover more hidden truths about your favorite vacation spots? Then you'll want to watch this video next.